Hello YouTube, I have to say that this is a very, Vegas update lately. This is a big Vegas update, and you have to understand, towards, something, big and tremendous also comes something, with Bureau and Terror. And this is for all my dark gamers out there. So, Lily, how do I check in, Lily, with our dark, gamer fan base on YouTube? How did I leave the hood, Lily, with a whole audio program with a whole sack of girls, a whole sack of things to do, like football? Okay, well, one thing you have to know about, Elmer Fudd, and, the maximum shit that I did there, at Alpha Mega was I can dance like your dad, basically from the Trey Gibson. So my therapist is looking through the window and I just dance like your dad, one time. Literally, I taught Marissa Palma. Now, I already knew, how to master color and everything. I started recognizing, the whole tier list of DB, the more, things continue on, so I knew how to master color, but one thing I did not expect for is for it to drag on. Therefore, his statements became actually real. I had no idea that it would become real because literally I appeal to children and I appeal to the public. And the catchphrase too is they say that I'm cheating by doing that when actuality I was back to a corner. It should never, be towards a little statement. And, I get this from Ross back in the reality show that I can't get a car because of Uncle Tommy. Literally, in that domestic violence that you had to feel sorry for him. I'm like, no, literally, that crackhead actually became real. Because when you drag on, literally, it encloses all statements. I'm like, you try alligator gates for this, and that, literally. Say if you're at the level of, I don't know, Goku, literally. And, you go around, literally, his imaginary people, literally, because you just had sex, you just had sex in real life. So you're focused on her, not him, literally, because what you had with him was complex, literally, the Steve for American Dad, this martial arts mother. And now it hurts. I never thought that, literally, that everything I fucking do, because I do some demonic shit, but I also do some, classic shit from the mainstream media. Now, literally, you're trying to say that you're being gangster, you're trying to say anything. Literally, I called you a crackhead, I called out your imaginary friends. Literally, I put you on the fucking street, I'll show you who had real fucking money, and then what they do is they double imply that he has a negative account that's specifically made for him when he's dead due to domestic violence and from him being in the insane asylum to a point where he can take care of you, but they make it add defining age. So how are you supposed to fool somebody with that? Because you're originally, compared to Debt Before the Yell, but the main point of this and Dark Gamers is that I've been, around a really long time, and, a lot of things came up. And, I got a certain individual pregnant, 2 girls pregnant, yesterday. And, I had a whole scheme, literally. There's no way I should be kissing Mama Chi-Chi's ass while I have a son named Jafar. That's fucking stylish. And you brought me down to right society? Yeah, I more than one kid, literally. And what ended up happening was, I had a whole wife for 27, and then I'm going on recording now with no car, and, I'm almost 30 without, 3 months away, literally. So if you try to fool me, like, I just tried to get a little job recently, and everything is going, good, but, it needs to be 10 times better, it needs to be, confirmation on top of, and really, now that I think about it, it's getting kind of, suffering and infuriating because, what's the truth about this is that you don't understand what goes on in my head, literally. Like, every time I see Davina being visible, literally, I think of something demonic, because I had a whole hip-hop company with Latinas, literally, so you have to understand, literally, when I see her, I think of the biggest fucking demon on earth, and, the crazy thing about that is you can't, compare that again, because I was stuck for a literal fucking challenge. Do you want Davina, or do you want Karen? And, Karen was already taken by Demetrius, so you have to understand, you can't fool me with that mentality. Because you want Karen, literally, you have to earn, literally. So, if you want a little thing, I'm making a video about the whole pastor, literally, in another video, about how his mom lands the shit that I'm saying at Alpha Omega, literally, that she told him. And I'm wondering, literally, how do I score high, how do I score low? All I know is that, literally, my mom tormented me for 2 years. I had no fucking clue. And when you see a human, literally, you can fool her reaction. This was not fucking cool. And, the biggest lesson between Reese and all that is that the demonic shit that she was doing were dead, that I made her doing the fucking movie. It's fucking real. It's that much fucking pain, literally. So I'm like, what? Literally. And that's your mentality being flipped because you are a mob boss. Literally, you are a military agent. You know how to work those weapons. You know how to use this, and that. So this is what happens when it gets repulsed. This is what you do to me in the hood. So this is the highest, literally, what you do. And the rule mature is don't do something unless you're above it. I'm still disagreeing with that shit all the way. Because I knew martial arts better than both those motherfuckers. And I'm like, man, can I just get a little respect around here? Literally. The fight was already done when I made her Chi-Chi. That's the most love in the world, literally. So there's 2 fucking versions of it if you don't know. But I told you for 1,000 times, Fairy Tales for a fan progression. Fairy Tales the anime that plays of Dragon Ball Z in the original formula. And I try to tell somebody, hey, this is a new show called Fairy Tale. He's like, come on now, Lily, I'm telling you about that shit. It's some real shit. Other than that, you're trying to convince me that everything's all good. I'm going to my stepmother, and I'm constantly asking for Helen's number. It's some crazy shit. If you know the full story, literally, I'm battling a megalodon right now named Anne, and literally she was the old CEO at Lucky's, and what happened was she's just as beautiful as me when it comes to, practical, because he's over 50, right? If everybody wants to spam rate come versus comes, he's a whole bunch of little gremlin, chestnuts literally trying to attack you literally after you did this and that, see him come back to life over and over and over again, and you can't do fucking shit because it's based off how you hid from Uncle Tommy and Samurai Jack. Anyways, Anthony's uncle literally, it's something that I play around with a lot. He's like, give up. Literally talking about Anthony's brother. He's like, Eris is sucking on them titties. Literally. Now, let's get to Ivy.